What is employer branding and why does it matter? These are two questions many companies ask us, and the answers are pretty simple. The employer brand is a company's reputation as an employer. It matters because reputation matters in the modern world of work. And simply put, people don't buy products or services from companies with a poor reputation, and good people just won't work for a company that has a poor reputation as an employer. In practical terms, companies with a strong employer brand enjoy lower payroll costs, have lower turnover, and are more attractive than those with a weaker brand. So from a recruitment perspective, it will be far easier to source candidates for and place candidates with a company that has a strong employer brand. So the obvious question is, how do you build a strong employer brand? Well, it starts with the employee value proposition. What you as a company has to offer employees to attract them to work with you, remain with you, and keep them engaged and productive. The first thing to realise is that every company has an employer brand and an employee value proposition. Some companies have taken control of theirs, while others have not, and are letting the market dictate how their company is perceived. To take control of your reputation, there are a number of steps you can take. The first is to measure and understand any differences between the benefits, culture, environment, salary, opportunities and other factors you offer and the factors that employees want. There are often differences, and in fact our survey highlights this clearly. Employees are looking for salary and benefits, long-term job security and a pleasant work atmosphere, whereas employers are seen to offer financial health, strong management and good training, items that ranked 5th, 9th and 8th on the employee priority list. So thinking practically, if you have a client that is talking about their financial stability, strong and stable management team and the training they give people, how are you going to sell that to a candidate who wants to move up the corporate ladder and secure a bigger salary? It's a hard sell. The second step is to specify what the company wants its EVP to be, and it should be aligned with their vision, mission and values. Your client should have a number of value propositions depending on how their organisation is made up. For example, a conglomerate such as Wesfarmers, the owner of Coles, Kmart, Bunnings and Target, should have a number of different EVPs depending on the business unit. There will be an overarching value proposition covering all of the Wesfarmers businesses, but then Kmart or Bunnings will have a different EVP. And within each business, there will be talent segment-specific EVPs, because a salesperson will join Kmart for a different reason to someone in finance. So why is this important? A strong and effective EVP is relevant, tangible, and answers 3 crucial questions for employees. Why did I join this business? Why do I stay? And what would it take for me to leave? These are great questions to be able to talk to candidates about, as it will not only help you sell the role to them, but ensure they are a good match, meaning you'll be seen by the client as someone who really understands their business. The third step is that once the EVP is defined, it needs to be communicated clearly and unambiguously to employees and the market. Employees need reassurance that they join the company for the right reasons and are comfortable about why they're staying. Potential employees are reached through recruitment advertisements that speak to them in the medium they are familiar with and speak to the key hot buttons they value in a potential future employer. The final step is to look ahead and use the EVP in workforce planning. Companies that understand their future talent needs are able to start mapping out how their EVP can attract the people they need in the future and how to get their attention, giving them a competitive advantage in the market if their EVP has resulted in a strong employer brand, which is attractive to potential employees. It is also important to realise that the EVP and therefore the employer brand is dynamic and needs to move with the business and reflect the changing world of work. So how can we talk to our clients about their EVP and how can we drive business from this research? The starting point is asking them questions about their EVP. Your questions may go something like, so that I can best represent your business to potential candidates, can you tell me what is special about your company? What is your employer brand? Or, have you spent any time working through what the unique proposition is that you offer candidates? Do you have an employee value proposition clearly defined for your business? If they have, then it might be good to ask them how they arrived at it. Many companies dictate their EVP to the market. They dictate what they want to be known for. However, in the modern world of social media, this is no longer possible, as companies don't have control over their brands. So if the company hasn't done any research and simply made statements, then you might need to dig a little deeper to ensure that their perception and the reality of their EVP are aligned. Companies do need to realise that there is an intrinsic link between their external perception and the internal perception, and if this is broken, then so is their employer brand. External perceptions include those of customers, the media and social media. Internal perceptions relate to a range of factors including environment, opportunity, salary and benefits, and reputation. For example, are people proud to work for the company that they do? When these two perspectives are aligned, you are likely to have a client with a strong EVP and therefore a strong employer brand, which will be easy to recruit for. Where there's a disconnect, it's not all lost, as we can help the client strengthen their employer brand and therefore make it easier for them to attract the type of people they want to. So what can we do? We can help them analyse and qualify the differences between the internal and external perceptions. We can identify where there's a disconnect between what attributes employees feel are important and the degree to which these attributes are being fulfilled. We can also identify where there's a disconnect between what employees feel are important considerations in their ongoing employment with the business and what the business thinks are important considerations. We can help define a plan of action to remedy the disconnects. We can help design a talent strategy that aligns to their desired employer brand and EVP. And we can help design a communication message in internal and external communication formats to align messaging and focusing to the broader market. So in a nutshell, a client with a strong employer brand is easy to recruit for and is likely to attract a stronger calibre of candidate. If they are not sure why people join their business, why they stay, and what it would take for their employees to leave, then maybe you could suggest having a conversation with one of our employer branding specialists who could assist them.